Rescue by Jonathan Lee Wilson. 12 hours have passed since the unprovoked attack on the USS Guardian. The Voidwalkers, Earth's sworn enemies, have been planning to destroy the Constitution-class battlecruiser for several weeks. We just didn't know it yet. We've been at war for nearly 4 years since the strange aliens from another dimension first arrived in the year 2287. They come from the same place dark matter exists. Like dark matter, we could see their gravitational effects on matter in normal space. We just couldn't exactly see or detect them. It was only after they chose to reveal themselves that we could finally see what we were up against. Their stealth ships could easily overcome our defenses, and 40% of our forces were destroyed in the first month of war. Only through the most brilliant minds of our time were we able to invent detection systems capable of finding the enemy. This war has cost us everything. The whole of humanity has turned to production of weapons and equipment to fight against the enemy's advances. The only good to come from this has been humans stopping our petty conflicts and focusing on the outside threat for once. Hopefully someone will be alive in the end to appreciate it. The attack on the Guardian was swift and stealthy, like so many beforehand. What good were shields when your enemy could phase in and out of physical bodies at will? It was a miracle the Guardian wasn't reduced to atoms. She was out of commission for now, but they failed to complete their objective and destroy her outright. We're losing the war, but humanity still has some fight left in it. It's not over till the last human being breathes his last breath. My name is Lieutenant Colonel James Adrian. I needed to know what the full extent of the damage was tonight. My intelligence officer, Major Jacobs, would fill me in on the specifics. Jacobs, what's the latest damage report?
Search and rescue operations have recovered 315 live personnel so far. Current estimates are 1,792 souls lost. There are still 42 unaccounted for.
Thank you, Jacobs. Can you patch me through to my sister? The casualty report was a hard thing to bear. So many good people lost. I need to show strength and keep morale as high as I can. The communication line connected. I can hear sounds I recognize from the other end. Sounds of home. Jenny, are you there?
James, did you find him yet?
I'm sorry, Jenny. No sign of Miguel so far. I've got a dozen men searching his last known location aboard the Guardian. I promise you, sis, I will find him, and I'll bring him home.
He's alive, I can feel it.
I'll let you know when we find out anything. There wasn't much more to say right now, so I hung up the call. My sister would never forgive me if I didn't bring Miguel back to her. She trusted me, and to lose my brother-in-law on my watch, well, it's not something I wanted to face. It was time to get back and continue searching. I fired up the maneuvering thrusters and brought the transport in line to dock with the ship. It was risky considering the general condition of the battlecruiser, but we'd been at risk the moment we started rescue operations. No one ever said it would be a walk in the park. Every time we made a connection with the damaged vessel, we ran the risk of tragedy striking. The possibility the Voidwalkers returned to finish the job wasn't less than zero. That worried me. The Kithnol were ruthless. We called them Voidwalkers as it seemed more fitting, and even seemed to get a reaction from the ugly bastards themselves. I'm a good pilot, so at least my crew could count on my skill to get them safely aboard. There were 6 squads of 4 searching. It was time to get back in there and exhaust every option available. Miguel had to be there. Docking procedures finished, we achieved a good seal. Green lights all across the board. Thank God they hadn't destroyed all the docking ports. The Kithnol tended to do just that. They wanted to maximize the risk to people on the inside and the outside of the ship as much as possible. I geared up as quickly as I could. I didn't much enjoy the perils of battle in microgravity and hard vacuum, but I signed up for this years ago. I'm a good soldier, and I do my duty. The Guardian's airlock doors parted and the chaos began. Hundreds of body bags stacked waited for extraction. Near the front of the stacks was an ammo container, repurposed to hold the dog tags of those whose remains were reduced to little more than blood and ash. Private Stevens was placing another body on the pile when I walked in. "Private, how are you holding up?"
I've had enough of death for the day, but I'm still here, sir.
I could relate. After all this was completed, a lot of messages directed to the families of the slain would have to be sent out. I've written my fair share of letters to grieving mothers throughout the years. I'm heading back in. If anyone needs me, I'll have my private channel at the ready. Carry on. I saluted the man, and he did so in return. Carefully, I made my way into the bowels of the ship. Blown panels, wrecked equipment, and wiring harnesses littered the hallways. The only sound I could hear was my own breathing in my helmet, but somehow I could swear I heard the screams of the crew. My mind was playing tricks on me. It must be. Around every corner, I see faces of the dead contorted in agony, faces that weren't actually there. I was startled by a faint crackling from my radio receiver.
Hello? James?
"Rodriguez, is that you?"
Help me. I'm pinned down. I can't feel my legs.
"Miguel, where are you?" It was a voice I'd hoped I'd hear, but I didn't expect it.
I'm still here. Thank you for not giving up. Please hurry.
He sounded weak. I needed to get to him fast. Up ahead, a door was blocked by debris. I could just see a body through the wreckage. I struggled to clear the rubble, pushing and straining, and I was able to clear a hole large enough for me to squeeze through. I scrambled to my feet on the other side and focused on the man laying in front of me. I was unable to gauge his condition, but it didn't look good. I pulled Miguel upright, hoping to look into his eyes and see him looking back at me. Once I got a clear look, though, that hope fell away. A plasma bolt had left a smoldering crater where his face had once been. I knew it was him. It was his uniform. His dog tags were visible from the hole in his visor. They read Lieutenant M. Rodriguez. Suddenly, the radio crackled to life again.
It hurts. Is it bad?
It was Miguel's voice. I dropped his corpse and backed away in terror. No, you're dead, Miguel." My mind was reeling and my stomach was doing somersaults. "What is this?" I felt a chill, tingling sensation move across my arms. "What is that?" "Don't have a heart attack," I told myself. "Don't pass out." The radio voice spoke again.
I can see you. You're right in front of me. I'm touching your arm right now.
"How am I hearing you?"
I don't know, bro. I feel weird.
That was when I saw it. It was him. He was like a ghost. But it was different. He was changing. His translucent form pulsed and quivered like some kind of unholy jellyfish. Tendrils of energy extended from his torso from 100 different points. His limbs extended to twice their normal length and folded in places where joints didn't exist. Oh my God. He's becoming one of them.
James, I think I know what is happening to me.
Good God. They're us. We are the Void Walkers. In a voice half human, half alien, the mutated, corrupted form of Miguel spoke again.
"James, you can't win. We will destroy you all. To conquer is our destiny."